Hey guys, and welcome to another walkthrough tour here with breezeyachting.swiss. This one is special. Why? Because we're actually at the Cannes Boat Show 2025. It's day number 4 and we're full on into the boat show. And we never had it before that during the boat show we're actually filming not only one yacht with a walkthrough, but actually 2. We have another one at anchor, 55-meter pendennis called Steel. But without further ado, let's jump on board this Sanlorenzo SL102A. If you're looking for a yacht with bold design and Italian elegance, then you'll love this Sanlorenzo SL102A. At 31 meters in length with a beam of 7 meters, she accommodates up to 11 guests in complete comfort. Powered by twin MTUs, she can cruise at 24 knots and can push up to 28. She's built in 2018 and designed by Saloon International Project and features Sanlorenzo's groundbreaking asymmetrical layout, giving you more space inside and unmatched views outside. So here at the aft we have this garage that actually opens up like this, and then the platform can lower down into the water, and then the tender basically slides out on the side, and then you can lower it into the water. It's a super nice, easy launch and recovery system. And as you can see, there's really good space, so you can also add some sea bobs, you can add some paddle boards, and then everything is nice and clean, hidden away, so that you have the beautiful design line of this Sanlorenzo SL. And that's what this boat is for. It's really for the eye. It's so beautiful. So, looking at this aft cockpit, it's beautifully laid out with this table. And one special feature is actually that it serves double purpose. So you can press this button and then it's just moving down, so it can be a lounge table. And moving up, it's your kind of alfresco lunch or dining. Because also this backrest, they can completely move back here. So you have your basically sun basing. Let me put on the glasses, it's really bright. And what else? Well, I mean, you can kind of cover the whole area with these transparent covers that are attached here. You have your side opening door if you're actually long side. Really good sturdy mooring equipment, nice big winch, and then of course also going down to the aft platform. If you open this up, you can actually press a button, and then you see this guy here actually opens up like an arm, and there's the shower. That's where it actually comes out. So I think that's a pretty cool design feature. By the way, the platform you're standing on is completely hydraulic, so that goes down into the water and then allows for really easy access while swimming. I think that's really nice. Then we close this. Well, let's take one look again at the side here, because here you can really see this asymmetric design. So going into the saloon, this one has a special feature. We had to really open these doors, but then they swivel around, and then look how large this opening is. It's really beautiful. If the camera goes back a little bit, then I mean, the whole width of the saloon is basically open, allowing a fresh breeze to go through, because also here on the starboard side, you have this sliding doors, the fold-out balcony, giving the beautiful view to look at the sea, to see the scenery and really be connected to the water. I mean, imagine here having a beer, having a little coffee, or some green juice with fresh kale if you're more on the healthy side. I mean, I basically just don't want to go away from here. I mean, you see the reflections in the water, you see through. I mean, if you quickly go over there with the camera, like look at this, like come to my perspective. That's what I'm talking about. And this is actually the inspiration for the golden wave design. You see that glitter on the water and how it's moving and everything. And because we're like digital and good at marketing, we really did that kind of, that was my inspiration for the golden wave design of breezeyachting.swiss. So you see, I'm getting philosophical again. But anyway, let's continue the tour. So you have this beautiful saloon. You have this recessed lights here that are anti-reflection. And then here you have this lounge table. And what's special about this? If you're sitting here, you notice that there is no obstruction. So this white thing, the white line here, that's actually the side of the boat, and it moves up and down by the push of a button. So you see here is the steering. If I press close, it actually moves. Can you see that? And then if I press the button again, it moves down. So basically you can close the side so that you have to see the beautiful line of the boat. And then if you're inside at anchor, you can lower it so you have the unobstructed view. And then there's another really cool feature. So this decoration wall is actually a secret TV wall. So it's slided over here and you have the TV. And then you basically lock it here in place. And yeah, this is how the TV is revealed. So I'm just gonna move it back in place. And then we're gonna check out the galley and the rest of the yacht. But probably first, let's actually move into the owner's cabin. So come with me. Let's check out the master cabin, which is on the port side, the access. It's a bit unusual because normally you have it on the starboard side and then the galley is on the port side. But this one here actually has the corridor, also the day heads all on the port side. You go down to the guest cabins with the stairs below. And then you enter passing this electrical panel here behind this beautiful wooden panel. And then you have the door to the owner's cabin. And I mean, when you come inside, you immediately notice this beautiful side access, side ensuite bathroom with the shower cabinet completely in glass, with the beautiful dark stone finish. And then, I mean, for me, look at this, the view, this is amazing. I mean, if you wake up to this, if you open this up and then this is the view, what more can you wish for? I mean, this boat is really with design in mind. And I really like the design scheme with the dark wood and the black framing and the glass panels. And then here you have this walk-in wardrobe. It's really a beautiful gentleman kind of design. And then you walk through further. And what's a really key feature, or as Cass always says, the pièce de résistance, is this side opening window that allows a fresh breeze coming in. And it's not only one window, but actually on the other side, there's also the opening the side door behind these curtains. So let's tuck that away, which allows you access to your private balcony basically in front. We're going to check that out in a minute. So you actually have a skylight that you open here. Now there's just the blinds below. So this also gives more sunlight in, of course, if it opens. Then you have the view through this window in the front, which of course every window has complete blackout blinds. So, and then the TV is hidden behind this mirror wall, so you couldn't tell there's a TV. And I think that's also a really nice feature. So let's go out the side door and check out the balcony. Well, the front deck, the private front balcony. Here's a little bit more storage area also. Let's open this. So that's important to have enough storage on the boat. And then look at this. I mean, that's your private front terrace. And you have this little sunroof for shades. This table also beautifully laid out. And then this is fixed, so this is not up and down, but it's really nice because you can sit here on this lounge. And also in the port, this is where you sit when you don't want to be disturbed and have a little bit more privacy. Anchor arrangement, everything is well done. You can also walk between the two anchors without hitting your feet. And then this is the black anchor ball, as always. And then, I mean, look at this. You see how beautiful this line is. You see, right? You see the beam of the boat, it's 7 meters, 31 meters length. And I mean, it's impressive. And I think that's really the strength of the Sanlorenzo brand, to have beautiful design, have innovative layouts and new ways of thinking out of the box. I really like this about Sanlorenzo, and big compliments to their designers and the visionary Massimo Perotti, who bought this brand, built it up, brought it to the stock exchange and is now really building the whole, you know, Sanlorenzo universe. I think they're really doing a great job. But let's continue the tour. You have the sun pads here, of course, which you can lay down. I mean, it's beautiful in the white color. You just need a good crew to clean it, right? So, but then it's good. Then it's beautiful because it actually enlarges visually the sun pad. If imagine this would be gray, you could really have a big contrast. But that's something you can really decide on your own likings. And then on both sides, you actually have the side doors, so we can use this one on the starboard side. They're also nicely integrated. I mean, look how massive this is all built, you know, with the hinges, with the glass detailing. Like, that's a proper piece of engineering. Now, let's see the helm station up here. So you have full control. You have the engine controls. You have the side power Sleipner hydraulic thrusters. You have CMC electric stabilizers, so the boat lands really flat at anchor, and also there's 0 speed. So if you're cruising along, they're also correcting the roll angle. Then you have your Raymarine screens and plotters. You have everything here, and then you have the roof here that you can press open, and then those lamellas are actually going up, and they're also watertight. They're all with like rubber ceilings, and then you can adjust them depending on where the sun is coming from, and that's beautiful. So you have your hardtop with basically an opening there. And what else? I mean, you have a nice lounge here where you have also some little storage area. Beautiful view for cruising. You're protected from the elements with that windscreen, access to the raised pilot house down there, and then you have your dinner, your alfresco dining setup. And this is a special one. So with the touch of a button, you basically unlock this, and that's a grill and sink. And then look at this one. You can actually pull it out. So it's really clever design. And then just close this, and then this kind of bar. Yeah, below here we have ice maker, and then here we have a fridge, and then here we have some storage and more storage. You can go aft and have this beautiful lounge. I mean, look at this place. The sun lounge is here, the glass balustrade, so you see through unobstructed if you sit on this sofa. That needs a little bit of cleaning, to be honest, the top, but I mean, the boat only has 460 hours. It has 530 on one generator, 460 on the other generator. The owner just used it as a day boat. Can you imagine? I mean, really, this boat has not been lived on in the cabins, just some rare occasions he actually slept in his master cabin, but it's in really good condition for its age of 7 years, and has just done the RENA 5-year survey. The shaft's pulled out, the shaft bearing renewed, has done service on the stabilizers, on the engines, new anti-fouling, just been launched into the water. So guys, this is a rare opportunity of a basically brand new boat at a very good price point. But yeah, I'm a yacht broker, right? So I need to sell you the dream. So, well, I think we've done, one feature I wanted to show you, I nearly forgot. It's actually a shower, so you just open up that top, and then you have this little shower where you can shower yourself. So coming down this sliding roof door to the raised pilot house, you see also even the captain's workstation is all about design. Look at how beautiful the centerpiece is here with the two stems actually, and then the branches for the 4 screens. I mean, it's so lightweight. Other boats just have one flat surface, super bulky, like kind of a coffin in the driver's area. But this is like a futuristic cockpit of a starship or something like this. I mean, it really feels designy. And then you have these beautiful engine keys also, not just some little fobs. And then the power here to control those beasts, and then you have your CMC stabilizers, you have your MTU engine control display. So yeah, everything is really well laid out, beautiful design, steering wheel, good overview for race pilot house, and chart the table you can basically have here. On the back, if we change places, you actually have this little sofa where you could lay down and observe the crew working, or have like a morning coffee talking with the captain. I think that's also a nice feature. And behind here you have some more storage here as well. So yeah, and then I'm pretty sure there are some fuses. Yeah, exactly. So here you have the access to all the systems. So that's also well organized. And then more storage basically in all these lockers here. And yeah, that's the helm station. All right, so let's check out the galley on the starboard side. You have your side door opening here that allows the crew to go out. And then you have this beautiful galley, which I think is very nicely designed. And I mean, look how much daylight you actually have coming in here. And then, well, I mean, it's all Gaggenau appliances, really good oven. You have the staff here. You have the microwave steamer up there. Then all the cabinets here. You have your dishwasher. No, that's a drawer. Where's the dishwasher? That's a fridge. Okay. Here's the dishwasher, I'm sure. Yes, here it is. Then here you have a wine fridge. Beautiful also. I mean, really high end. Well, first open it up. Secured. Very nice design. And then also here, if the camera changes basically, you have the fridge and freezer combination. But I know this is basically some drawers for legumes, for vegetables. So I'm wondering where's the freezer actually. Well, then that should be the freezer, I guess. Yeah, so that's the freezer here. That makes sense. And then that's the stairs down to the crew cabin, which we'll show you now. So now we're actually going down to the crew cabin. So arriving in the crew area, you see there's quite a large crew mess. So let's see if we can put on all the lights and this. So now it's fully lit, and you see that you have a little table here that you can also fold out. I think that's really good. And then your crew can actually sit here, have some daylight. They also have the full management system here, full control, CCTV, so they see whenever something's going on the boat, little TV. And then we have basically 3 crew cabins, and also this can be slided. And then you have 1 crew cabin here, you have more storage here, and then you have 2 more crew cabins in the front. So basically you could have up to 6 crew, or 5 if your captain is basically alone. And if it's a couple, then you could have up to 6 crew. So that's the crew area. So let's check out the lower deck with the guest cabins. All these cabins are actually VIPs. They're quite symmetrical in a way. So, I mean, they're mirrored on both sides. You have really spacious cabins with good storage. You have this beautiful bathroom with these glass doors. The toilet, of course, is behind a milky glass. But the shower, I mean, look how beautiful this shower is. Look at this stone, and with this relief, it's kind of this French style of the parquet kind of carpentry. I really, wow, I mean, this is so beautiful, and with the black detailing, and it makes also really, it opens up the room. And also, as you can see, I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful, this sink. And I mean, you can also see the conditions. Imagine you have 7 years of brushing your teeth and cleaning. It will look different. So you can really see this boat, this cabin wasn't really used. So yeah, and what else? You have beautiful bedside lamps with a touch kind of button that you need to press here. Lots of daylight coming in, the TV behind this mirror. And then also you have here this storage with the audio video equipment back there. Then you see this floating stairs, and then let's check out this cabin here on the side. You have, because here you also see the TV switched on, so you can see that behind this mirror is basically the TV hidden. And so this is pretty much the same. You have this kind of wardrobe that is here, a little bit of design shelves, and then here bedside table, and then here the same kind of design in the bathroom. You have the shower here, toilet here, so it's a little bit different layout, but kind of the same size. Feels a bit smaller though, so I think the other one you could call, I mean, they're really, all the 4 cabins are really equal. So yeah, that's the lower deck. I mean, beautiful. And I mean, oh yeah, then no, that's a good difference. Thanks for pointing out. So here you actually have your twin cabin, and I'm not quite sure, but I think, no, they don't slide together. But that could be something you could easily do, like invest a 10K, and then you could have that as a sliding. And one very important thing actually is here behind this. There's the Pullman, so you can actually pull this down. And if we film it like this, then you see there's this bed. It's on a mechanism, on a feather, and then you can actually have 11 people sleeping here. Yeah, I mean, this is a great kids cabin, for example, so that you can really have your 11 guests on board also. And that's the lower deck. So behind this hatch, there's the engine room. And it's not made for dwarfs, because basically you can just go down. It's just a little headroom, a little tight, but they really use the space well. So you just need to kind of walk down the ladder. So coming down like that. So it's already getting hot down here because we switch off the fans. Down here we have the water maker that's up to 300 liters an hour. Then we have the central chiller system. You see all the fuses nicely lined up. And here we have the 2 beasts, the 2 16V M69 MTUs with 2,334 horsepower each. So that's propelling the yacht forward at the top speed of 28 knots. I mean, imagine this. If everything's clean and nicely done. You have 10,000 liters of fuel, 2,000 liters of fresh water. You have your Kohler generators with 2 times 45 kilowatts. And basically one has 560 hours, the other one has 450, something like this. And the engines, they've just got basically completely overhauled and serviced. So you have another warranty until the 31st January of 2028. So that's also a very good point. If you buy this boat, you're really backed and secured. And they've just got like 460 hours on the engines. As I said, this guy has just used it as a kind of day boat. Beautiful day boat though. So, well, and that's the engine room. What more can we say? I mean, it's well laid out, of course, the user space, because behind is the garage, but I need to get out of here. So, and one more thing actually, this is the Glendinning cable master. You see the cable is on a drum, and then basically it comes in and out automatically. Guys, I just needed to admire this view, and I think this yacht is a great opportunity, really. We're at the end of this video, and what I've seen this morning here in Cannes, I'm really amazed. I mean, I know that the owner didn't use the boat a lot, but I mean, it's in such good condition. I mean, of course, you can see a little bit of wear and tear on the sofas up there, but I mean, that just needs a deep clean, or maximum you replace the sofa, right? So no big deal. But the rest, I mean, it's 5 years Reno services done. They pulled the shafts, renewed the bearings, stabilizer service done, engine service. You have warranty until 31st of 2028 on the engines. They have under 500 hours. Generator, a bit more on the other one. I mean, it's just perfect, right? What else do you want? I mean, this is ready for a new owner in pristine condition, beautiful design with the gold decoration on the inside wall of the saloon with the contrasting dark wood, the black glass frames, the asymmetric design. and the powerful engines. I think this is a really good package. And you know what? One more thing. The mooring in Antibes is for sale as well. That's a unique chance to own a yacht and buy a mooring lease in Antibes, in one of the most prestigious and best located ports in the whole south of France. So let me know if you're interested, and thank you for watching the video. Please push the like button, the thumbs up, and subscribe. Put some comments down below what you liked in this video, what you didn't like. Give us some inspiration for more content, and it really helps us to produce more yachting content like this. So see you in the next one.
We speak yachting. Let's talk.